Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer and Reese Davis. Here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Judicials will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will take the field first. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now.
There he goes.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Judicials with the 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the back. On the option. He'll pitch it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. A 3rd down try for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Takes a handoff. It's McLaurin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Manning. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Terrapins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of time before he fires right. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Play number 9 on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab over the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Terrapins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Wants to fire on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll send the back in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. On the move. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Punt is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Martin back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Judicials line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And here comes the punt team. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Terrapins are in the hurry up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Martin will throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And this one is perfect, and that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Runs through the tackle. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Right on the money. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Martin back to pass. Quickly complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They'll immediately call timeout.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on first down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Martin will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! Fit it in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He'll set up to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The option look. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Now they'll run it on the toss. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Martin back to pass. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Joyner. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On 3rd down, going up top. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. He leaves it with his back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give to the big fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Second down, they'll go to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. Got the first down and more. On the move at the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Well, you don't see too many runs inside bust open like that one did. It usually means somebody blew an assignment.
Man, and it's a bad feeling when you got that running back coming to the second level, full head of steam, nobody grabbing a hold of him. That's when he can make you miss, make you look silly. Nice blocking up front to make the big play.
And the Judicials come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Judicials line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Looking to get it in. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. To the ground with the back. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Martin will throw it. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Can't get him to the ground.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Judicials moving quickly to the line. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Judicials. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
They're trailing by 11 to Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Martin back to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Terrapins line up to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. It's caught. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. They just keep firing. Dances away. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for 6. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA. This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Terrapins will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense comes onto the field first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep.